having a competition to all grow your hair?
Um,
Got a head start.
I haven't had time to actually cut it with my newborn. Every time I come home, it's pretty much daddy duty straight away.
Yeah.
So, I'll try and get it cut before Thursday if I get picked. Obviously, you're going to need a new fresh cut for a TV game. But, look, I'll be definitely looking at barbers soon.
How is your baby going? How's life as a dad?
Yeah, it's challenging. Don't get me wrong. I was just speaking to my partner yesterday about having a bit of a giggle about her being a full-time mum. But yeah, she's doing well with obviously our newborn Jackson, and I'm enjoying it. It gives me a little bit of a different perspective on life, and really enjoying the time with my son at the moment.
Bellyache said something about how he feels like you've grown up a lot in the last 6 months. Do you feel that maybe you have changed a little bit?
Look, I like to say I have. I guess feel-wise, I haven't changed too much. Still the idiot kid that runs around, but I think I'm just enjoying the game a lot more enthusiastic, energetic. Obviously, it showed in my trials that I was really trying to get on the ball as much as I could. I guess I can do that when I'm a lot fitter than I was last year. But just trying to make the most of what I've got. Like Welshie spoke about yesterday, we're still getting paid. We're still doing a lot of good things around the community, and we're still earning money. There's a lot of people doing it tough with floods and everything around the game. So he's one of the best role models for our club, and I'm very sorry to hear what happened to him on Saturday. And we're all behind him. But it's just a great perspective that Welshie's got at the moment, and we should all have that as a player going through the game.
Do you feel as though you might need to step up a bit more either on the field or even in the sheds in Welsh's absence in a leadership sense?
Oh, look, I've obviously pride myself on playing well, and that's what I need to do. I'm in the spine for a reason, and obviously get paid a decent amount of money to be able to perform. And it's obviously I'm not in the leadership group anymore, obviously with my other things that I've done, but I still feel like I need to contribute as much as I can, especially on the field, and that's something that I'm really focusing on coming Thursday.
Does it hit home a bit when you see Welshie that will be the third season that he's missed? Pretty much that, you've got to make the most of it, because I'm not saying his career's over by any stretch, but you know what I mean, it can be taken away pretty quickly.
Yeah, couldn't have happened to a better bloke, to be honest with you. We're very tight with Christian, and we've been good mates ever since I come down to the club, and he pretty much took me in when I come down, and we've been best mates ever since. And I went and see him yesterday, and just to see him how the short he was, and he's done 2 ACLs, and just the resilience and toughness he had mentally to get back from them too. And now he's obviously been hit with another hard thing as well, and he's been playing some great footy, and he's probably one of the best improved forwards of this competition, if not one of the best coming through. So he's going to be sorely missed for us as a club, and so I'm going to miss having him as my golf partner for a bit. But look, we'll just try and get us behind him as much as we can, but knowing he has the right family around him, his mum and dad are beautiful, and I'm sure they'll keep him straight and narrow, and making sure he does everything he can to be back for finals.
In a weird way, does it feel like for yourself that indiscretion at the end of last year is almost like one of the best things that could have happened to you, in a sense that now it's put you on this path and you seem to be in the best shape you've been in your career? Yeah,
look, I think Craig touched on it, I think maybe a couple of weeks ago. And looking at it, I probably didn't need that incident to happen, but it wasn't good for my image. But at the end of the day, I needed what I needed to have, just to open up my eyes a lot more and be a lot more grateful for what I got. And I've noticed that. I'm very, very thankful and very loving the little things in life at the moment, and just making sure I get the most out of my career, and obviously be a lot better role model for kids around the community, and especially from where I'm from, Rocky. A lot of kids obviously aspire to be an NRL player in Rocky. That's all they know in Rocky, and I can't afford to be ruining my image, but ruining Rockhampton's image as well as younger fellas coming through the game, or even women as well, sorry.
What did you make of the Storm? I mean, obviously it was a gutsy performance, but if we just, in terms of the way they played,
Yep.
What did you see from that?
Oh, look, very resilient. Obviously losing Cheese was a massive loss 2 or 3 minutes in the game, and then they expected Wishy to play almost 75 minutes of that game. He's done a great job. Mean's done well as well. Xavier obviously scored his first try for us as a club. Very pumped for him. I just like the way the effort bases. You got Alec on debut. He played a lot more minutes than probably Craig expected. But that's just the mentality we got at the club at the moment, is just that next man up. And we obviously got a lot of injuries now, so a lot of our younger boys might not have thought they were getting a taste or getting an opportunity this year. They're very well in the box seat to have a game, and it's their chance now to take it with open hands, and I'm sure they will. And really excited for the younger boys coming through, because we've got some good young talent, and we're very lucky to have that obviously base, but we're a little bit lacking in depth at the moment forwards. Obviously with COVID, Jesse's still a question mark. So yeah, look, it's going to be expecting some young players to be playing against South this week.
Speaking of South, obviously they've got Latrell playing his first game of the season as well. And
Yep.
What are you thinking he's going to bring?
He'll bring a lot of energy, a lot of aggression. Knowing Latrell for a long time now and played against him a fair bit, and played alongside him for Australia as well. Look, he's going to be a force on Thursday, especially being his first game back in almost 5 or 6 weeks from last year. And look, he's going to make a point and want to make a point, and especially being a big occasion for ourselves for Craig's 500. I'm sure he'll want to come and crash the party, and we need to make sure we do everything we can to obviously not give him that energy.
You speak of Craig's 500. I imagine he's pretty understated, so do you sort of be a bit of a pest this week and G it up, or do you get him a cake, or do you just sort of let him be?
No, I'll try and pester him as much as I can. He's a funny man, old Craig. He won't want to be making this whole week about himself, and I'm sure a lot of media and a lot of obviously the club will be making a big deal about it. But for him, he'll just make sure it's just another footy game for us, and just want to make sure we can play good footy and get those 2 points. And obviously it'll be a big occasion for himself and his family, and we'll try and obviously pump it up as much as we can. But at the end of the day, we've got to try and play some good footy against South. And regardless of the 500 game, I know there's going to be a lot of emotion and that around the game, and everyone wants to play well for Craig. But for us to do that, we just got to make sure we do our job.
You've obviously still got a little bit, a couple of years still to run on your contract, but your future will be one of the most sought after in the game. When do you sit down and start to think about where your future lies after the end of this deal?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I love this club. I love what it's all about. They could have kicked me to the curb, especially after what happened last year, and they stayed the faith and kept the faith in me, and I'm just trying to repay that back. I still got 2 years running on the club. I'm not really making too many decisions at the moment, but my intentions is to obviously stay here as much as I can. They're the best organisation and club. They've got the best people around us, and they want us to be better people, not only better players. So that's just what this club's all about, and very thankful for all that. But yeah, look, I just got to play good footy and give back. So that's all I'm really looking forward to do at the moment for the next 2 years.
Do you reckon that you would have stayed at the Storm the whole journey if it wasn't for Bellyache? And I guess, what does he sort of mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. A lot of the players and staff reckon I'm on his will. Obviously, they all think he's my dad, but look, just have that good relationship with Craig. It's a funny thing. Who knows where I would be if Craig wasn't still the coach here? Obviously, I've had some indiscretions off field, dealing with party scenes and etc. So, if it wasn't for him, I probably still wouldn't be here. He's probably kept the faith and wanted me to stay here and saw the good in me. And a lot of the most people here have saw what I'm all about. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm probably still here. Who knows where I could be if it wasn't for him. Cheers, guys. Thank you.